with promotion. Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. I know exactly what I'm finna ask. Oh yeah.
Hey, we can hear y'all chattering in the background.
Right, calm down.
Cool it off. I know you're having a grand time taking a day
Taking
off.
a wonderful day off. Troy and John.
Yeah,
got their meal over there.
Exactly, eating good. For those that don't know, we be in here starving
Hungry
on a
as
regular
hell.
basis. Pretty much every time we come and record.
Straight from work. Straight to the studio.
Right. So I hope that is, I don't know what it's going to do and if it makes you feel like more.
Subscribing more.
Exactly. I don't know. You might want to be more inclined to give us a like or something.
You know how much we risking for this?
We be fighting for our life, putting our freaking bodies on the line for this podcast.
And then going to work out.
Oh, yeah, we are going to work out today. So, but yeah, welcome back to the Wholesome House podcast. Glad to be here. So just a quick announcement. So this is the episode that will be coming out right before Thanksgiving. So I do wish everyone to have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We will not be having an episode next week because we need to spend time with our blood family. You know, we consider you all family, but the blood relatives are requiring our, exactly, yeah. so bear with this. So, but we will be back the following week. But without further ado, it is Benjamin Lane, the Soundbite Surfer, and let's see who else we have in the Wholesome House today.
It's your boy Z Breeze here. I wasn't here last week because I had a cold. I didn't want to be on here just sneezing into the mic.
Not COVID.
Shout out popular
KDF, Popular Loser Podcast came through.
Hey, make sure you check him out.
Time.
Thank you for keeping my seat warm for me last episode. I appreciate it. You was pretty funny, so I'm glad you came and held it down for me. But yeah, glad to be here.
Hey everyone, my name is Raven. I'm new here.
Feel free to drop the socials.
Oh, okay. My Instagram is at It's Raven Janae. So ITSRAVENJANAE. And I do some workout videos too if y'all trying to get y'all bodies right.
It's your girl Madison. You can follow me on Instagram at MadisonLauren__.
All right. Like he was saying, Thanksgiving is coming up. And then actually this year I was contemplating if I should host Thanksgiving for my family.
It's a lot of work, bro.
I've been thinking, I'm like, I always want to be the family that everybody can come to for the party, had a good vibe.
Somebody got to do it.
Exactly. The kids got to be gone by 10, but y'all can come back and then we can turn
We're losing recipes.
Exactly. So I'm like, who gonna take over later? I'm like, my mama can't keep doing this. My mama's 64. Her taste buds different now than what I used to be. So when she be cooking food, like I be telling all my friends, like, I can't wait. You got to come to my house for Thanksgiving, taste the food. Now it's to the age I'm like, I think we should go over your mama's house. I don't even know if you want to come over.
This is good. That is good. You might want to stay away from this.
Yeah, exactly.
I promise.
When the macaroni failing, bro, nobody's having a good time.
Yeah, no, cancel the holiday, little P.
Yeah, so I was like, maybe I should host it this year, invite them all down to Pontiac to the TMZ crib. It didn't have mandatory leave. So it can be me and my family there. But with that, I was thinking about like what meat I would make with the meal because I'm a sides person. Like I just macaroni, yams, greens sometimes, dressing sometimes, and some baked beans. And I don't need any of the meat. Like I'm really okay on that. But it's like the staples is really ham, turkey, duck. Y'all family make duck?
I've never had that. That's some down south stuff. Where's
okay, we be having
from
Mississippi.
Okay.
Yeah, we be having a duck at Thanksgiving. Yeah. It's terrible. It's the worst of the
Really? What's wrong with it?
It just rubbery. Yes, they're all birds.
I mean, they're birds. Yeah. They're
exactly.
the birds. They're cousins.
Yeah, exactly. But the duck a little like rubbery. So it's like, what meat would you replace those three with if you could replace it and put like a different meat into the Thanksgiving family?
Some ribs. I like ribs. I like barbecue.
Facts.
I feel like everybody has like fried chicken at any family function for real.
Chicken for sure.
What else?
I was definitely thinking fried chicken. Really could replace all three of them, and I think I'd be fine.
If you feeling fancy.
Salmon not even fancy for real no more. Let's be honest. Salmon at some point, yeah, salmon was up there, but I be seeing salmon on everybody's Instagram stories every other day. We making salmon at Wednesday dinner these days. So
yeah, I love salmon.
I done salmon myself out. I ain't gonna lie, so I'm guilty of that.
I don't be buying the salmon. Unfortunately, I need to get more exquisite taste.
I feel like that'd be
Yeah,
so
salmon
awkward
is
to
quick
have.
to cook.
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
quick and convenient.
I'm going plant-based in January. That's my New Year's resolution.
Plant-based.
Yeah, I need to
Why?
slim it up.
Dang, who was talking about
matched.
plant-based? Wasn't that Billy Shakes or something like that?
Yeah,
So,
the meat substitutes.
So what you? So
Great
what you gonna
episode.
eat?
Great episode.
Well, I'm not going to be vegan or anything because I still love like dairy products like cheese. But like I said, I'm a size person anyway. Like me and my mom, sometimes we make vegetarian lasagna. So like spinach, white cheese.
With meat substitute?
No. It's just
Okay.
like spinach. But I don't know. I like veggies and stuff like that. So I will still eat pastas, just no meat in it. So I think I just got to get my protein intake up.
Hey, I'm rooting for you because
Yeah.
She gonna be eating a handful of peanuts. It's Thanksgiving.
man, so I love the meats.
Come on, is there any avocado toast? Absolutely not. You
but
said
yeah.
I love the meats.
What you replacing the staples with if you had to choose?
You know,
Unless you like what the turkey stands for.
definitely don't like what the turkey stands
You
for.
know?
No, the turkey can bow down on his knees and never show his face again. It's not that bad. I guess that's a little exaggerated, but I genuinely can't think of any other replacements other than what has been discussed, except for Cornish hen. Has anyone tried Cornish hen?
Oxtails?
My mom keeps talking
It's
about a recipe,
good.
but I've never had
Okay,
it.
but wait. Quick story time. Not a fan of Cornish hen, but it's largely due to the trauma that I have connected to. Funny enough, I just told this story very recently. So back a few years back, for whatever reason, my mom just was like, "Oh, let's switch it up," And so she's like, "Let's throw out the Cornish hen and just try this out, okay?" So we try it. It's solid. It's very similar to turkey or whatever. My mom goes, "Okay, yeah, like, well, this is at the end of the dinner. I ate the whole freaking hen. I ate it. And, hey, it was a nice holiday." She asked me, "Yeah, they're small. They're like little personal. They're like personal pan turkeys. You know what
Like
I'm
a
saying?"
rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, exactly. So she asked me, she's like, "Yeah, so like, what'd you think of the Cornish hen?" I was like, "It was good, but it was a little dry." Bro, she tore me up when I told her. I was like, "Yo." First of all, don't ask for my opinion if you don't want it. I was perfectly fine with keeping my opinion to myself because, again, it wasn't terrible. It was just a little dry. And yeah, so to this day, I'm like anti-Cornish hen. But I will suggest, if you haven't tried Cornish hen, don't let my trauma affect your choices.
Okay. Well, I have a question. Have you all eaten chitterlings?
We have brought chitlins up multiple times.
Very
I've never had it.
anti-chitlins.
I would never try anything
Just
like
thinks
it.
up the house.
Chitlins should not even be considered edible.
On me.
I do believe there needs to be some new FDA,
It's not FDA approved.
it should not be approved. It should not be
like-
allowed to be sold in a store.
Even Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oof. Oof. Mystery meats.
On me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't people put Cornish hen inside dressing?
I don't know. I don't eat dressing, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
What
so not
what
for me.
meat be in your dressing whenever y'all ate it?
I don't eat
Or you
dressing
never ate
either.
it?
We don't even have meat in ours. We only have like veggies. But I know people who put like turkey and stuff in them though.
Yeah, he was talking about their family recycled meats, putting
Oh,
it in potato
absolutely.
salad. They
All
creative.
types.
They
But also,
creative.
I feel
We,
like.
we freezing everything.
But also, I feel like a lot of times black folk just be throwing meat in everything. Like I hate going to
Yes.
somebody else's like Thanksgiving or something, and like the green beans is
It adds
half like.
flavor.
On me.
Okay, sprinkle it in for some flavor and spice
Talk
it.
about- talk about
Like
slap it and
season
put it
it
in.
enough.
Yeah, it'd be the
There shouldn't be a
portions,
whole
the
chunk
portions.
of freaking pig foot in my freaking
No,
green
it's like-
bean.
I think some people use ham hocks or turkey wings.
Like smoked turkey.
Yeah.
That's
leg.
doing
Turkey,
too
we use
much.
turkey.
So what about the beans with the? You don't like the beans with the meat?
Like baked beans,
Ground
Baked beans
beef.
with the
I
ground
like
beef.
chunks of
I do
chunks of
not.
meat in
Hey.
there.
I'll be smashing.
Yeah, they low key be good.
You say wait, is ground beef in there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
people be
baked
putting like a whole pound of ground beef
Where
in
you
there.
from? Rip your say.
Listen. This is why we dealing with high
Cancer.
blood pressure. We dealing with freaking carotid arteries,
Oh, Lord.
Stroke.
clogged up whatnots.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we need to get away from that and meat. So maybe the plant based. Hey, actually, never mind. I'm not taking it that far ever. But hey, you might be onto something with the plant based thing.
Me got a strong
More
hold
power
on
to
us.
you. Hey yo.
What are like the different type of family members y'all have coming in for like the family functions? Like you got the ghetto auntie, you got X, Y, and Z, your favorite cousin, maybe
Slapping the
somebody going out.
spades on the table.
On me.
Dominoes.
Yeah, I like meeting up with my family though, linking up, because like my brother, he's still in school, so I graduated, so it's like always nice to like reunite with the family. But like nowadays, people don't be trying to do anything.
Yeah,
like
be like Corona.
Yeah, like at our age, like I'm trying to go out, I'm trying to be outside, and the family it's just me, my mom, my stepdad,
like outdoors. Or like
no, like outside,
okay,
like the phrase.
Now
outside,
the new
like,
kids metaphorical outside.
I'm outside,
Okay.
y'all.
So have you ever went out
on the walk? No.
I don't.
We're on a different page
Okay.
for the first time. Normally I'm weird. I don't know.
I don't smoke.
Oh, the walk.
The walk.
Ah, I know the walk. But she
I
already
never
knew.
been
She
on the
did.
walk.
She just said she don't partake in the walk.
No, I don't partake in those
Okay.
activities.
Definitely partake
I've
in the
never
walk to the
partaken.
grocery store. I just started, partaking in the
Yeah.
walk like at 22. But
way.
now I'm like, man, this what y'all be doing out here all the time?
Y'all
We be
been
looking for
walking.
y'all.
Y'all been walking year after
I
year.
get nervous easily. You ain't about to. No. I don't partake in those activities.
So what's your family dynamic like at the gatherings? What type of dynamics be there? Who be there?
Like I said, I have a twin brother. So fun fact about me, I have no first cousins on either of my sides. So my family has a bunch of old people in it. So the only people in my family that are younger are myself and my brother. So like it's
Age
just
gap.
us, literally like it's just us. Like my youngest cousin is like 35. So
Okay.
and I'm 22.
Oh yeah, no walks.
So it's just more so like, hey auntie, how you doing? Yes, bless the Lord, bless you. And then it's just more like that.
They don't ask for like the hey, what are you up to? Or you,
I mean,
Do your
yeah.
dance or something?
I mean, yeah. I mean, more so, what are you doing with your life now that you graduated from college? That's
they
really.
don't ask about like
that's-
relationship stuff or anything like that.
Yeah. So, I don't. I'm single. For all the
I was gonna
fine
say I
fellas out
apologize
there.
if I just like
I am single.
opened up.
Single.
Hey, remember,
But-
scroll back to the beginning and look for the IG.
this is a soft talk. So, right.
Relationship life been trashed lately. Trying to find my Mr. Right. If you out there watching this.
Where is Mrs.
You
Right?
like brown skins? I'm tall though. I'm tall. 5'8", 6 feet and up. 6 feet and up, buddy.
Stallion.
Yeah, for real.
No
Look
way.
at-
But what was I finna say? You said that they are all 35. Where the closest was a 35.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of how my family is. There's only a couple of people that are around my age. I have like one cousin that's a week younger than me, and then other than that, I'm the youngest, and everyone else is like, yeah, probably in their 30s at this point. So
So my family dynamic is very actually.
you got what, nieces and stuff? That's like you older or older than you, and
It's
you older
funny.
than.
It's
and
funny that I did this at work today because it was not for this
you
moment.
drew out a family tree or something?
Family tree.
No way.
Oh,
Dead
wow.
serious.
You got Indian in your family?
Hey, low-key, ha ha ha. That's what everybody in third grade used to be lying to saying. As soon as you got some juice
Yeah,
in
that's
here,
what I
they
was,
be like,
that's
you
what I was
ain't
talking about in the last episode.
You know, man, you know my grandma.
13%.
Hey, but no, for real. I don't know if
You ain't go back that far.
my biological dad
wait, no,
may or
but
may
you-
not be
Yeah.
mixed with Mexican.
Okay.
His name, if I said his last name, y'all be like, oh yeah, he definitely not a black man. But that's besides the point. But this is my immediate family. So all my siblings, all my nieces and nephews, it's a lot of them just alone right there.
Okay.
And then it's my
Can you
other
pass it?
family.
How many siblings do you have?
6.
You got me reading, y'all.
Yeah, I was like, pass it to.
I wanna-
Oh.
yeah, I just wanted to
Then
put
we
on.
get a chance.
Here.
Oh, I mean, you can look at it. Mhm. Boom,
Okay.
family tree.
Family tree.
Boop. That's my circle of influence in the back, but
With the chicken scratch on
exactly.
the paper.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of mob ties around here. But
There you go.
yeah,
rolling.
at my family reunion, I mean, yeah, at our functions, it'd be
family reunion.
You got a big family.
6, 9, 10,
Ooh,
11,
hey,
16,
yeah.
16,
Kids running
18,
around.
19,
M's
20,
in my
21,
bank
24,
account.
30.
You dig?
So we be in there, but everybody be having conversations and communicating like we are the same age. So whether you 21 or 60, we just be in there having straight conversation, talking about God knows what. And
That's
like,
just
nothing be
beautiful.
awkward, nothing's off limits. So
Can I relate?
yeah, my it'd be a vibe. Hey, you're more than welcome to come. I'm saying this at my house this time. So
It be depending whose side I'm on. Like my mom's side is very bougie, but my dad's side is like, okay, whatever.
What does okay, whatever mean?
Like they're down for whatever. Like,
Ah,
they're down
okay.
For whatever.
for all the activities.
Yeah.
So how do you determine which side you going to and
Normally
what
with my
year?
mom's side, side for the most part, but
Classy bougie ratchet.
It really just been, but it's really just like my direct family, just my mom, my grandma, and my sisters. So then nobody else would be coming over. So just be a small, intimate.
So how long y'all leftovers be lasting?
A long time.
Yeah, I was about to say, you get tired of that. My mom be trying to push it out the door with people. Talking about, make sure you get you some of that.
It do be lasting a long time. How
Breakfast,
long y'all
lunch,
eating
and
leftovers for?
Personally,
3 days.
yeah.
About
We're
3 days. Day 3, I'm like, man.
And how many times y'all eating it a day?
Now it turned into rubber in the microwave.
Facts. Lunch and dinner for 3 days.
Yeah,
no breakfast,
sure.
No need for breakfast because the plate gets
nobody
big.
eats breakfast.
I was thinking about that. Yeah, I kind of want to eat breakfast on Thanksgiving this year.
Wow.
Like doing brunch.
You're going to be full.
Eating before.
You're going to be full.
I know, but I don't know. I'm trying to be consistent with my meals. I used to be terrible with eating, consistently, and I just feel like
it's necessary.
I don't want to fold. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to just, I don't know. And also just Thanksgivings are different now. I used to be able to wake up and go downstairs, and that's where Thanksgiving is, or like go with my family. But now I got to it's a lot of moving and shaking nowadays. I don't know exactly how much I'm going to eat at. I might have multiple stops. And so it's like, I might be like, I don't really want to eat at this spot. So I'm going to wait till I get to the last one where I'm really going to stay for the rest of the day. So I don't know. I might do a little break. You know what I'm
saying? What time the meal normally get done for y'all family?
Gosh.
Just give me a ballpark estimate.
We eat about, well, my mom cooks, sometimes she cooks the night before, certain stuff.
Mm-hmm. My mom
got to.
But we still end up eating about
7:30.
I'm eating my thoughts at the beginning of the
I
day.
swear.
That's late.
People ain't coming over till 6. We done said the prayer. And
I was going to say about 4 or 5 for us.
Man.
we eat late.
Hey, we over there first. We pre-gaming.
Okay, we snacking on the food prior to.
Like,
my
what's a
mom will
snack?
give me, it's a taste test. She don't do
Nothing
too
crazy.
much. So
Nothing crazy.
yeah,
Nothing
but
Talking about here go one deviled egg.
Oh no, I don't do deviled eggs.
What's wrong with deviled eggs?
I don't do those either.
I can do a deviled egg though.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
It's like a boiled egg and paprika.
Demonic eggs, baby.
So how you gonna get your protein? You don't eat no egg whites.
Salmon.
The salmon.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, no way.
I'm gonna get you some salmon croquettes. You good?
Oh lord.
Relish bus.
Oh no.
But that's a different conversation.
Relish in particular.
Yeah, like on the hot dog, like with some
I was
relish.
gonna say, like,
it,
that sounds like
really,
you gonna
it
take
really
a
changed the
spoonful
game
of
for you. Really take it up a notch.
I remember I was afraid of relish for the longest. It felt too exotic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I like to stay at home with the ketchup and mustard. But then when sweet relish got introduced too, I was like, yeah, no, we're doing too much now. we're complicated.
Oh, that's the kind I get. I ain't never
sweet
had
relish.
I don't do that deal. I don't do that deal.
Hey man, you gotta get dilly with it sometimes. All right, this is not a strong segue whatsoever, but just to switch gears a little bit away from Thanksgiving into just the world, So I was not a huge fan of history growing up, but
I wasn't either.
Something,
Shout out
sorry.
Troy.
I was
Been
gonna
there.
say sorry,
He
Troy. But something that I learned recently via Twitter, as I learn a lot of things from these days. Back in 1852.
You deep in this article?
Or no, 1582. Excuse me. Let me get my dates correct.
Okay, Troy gonna fact check this.
Go for it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I double checked right before we started, but the calendar was changed. So if you actually go back in your phone all the way to October of 1582, I know it's a lot of scrolling, but some people have done it. If you go back that far in October, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then jumps to 15, and then it finishes out the rest of the month. So this was done just because I think one of the popes, I believe, somewhere along the lines just was like, hey, I want to use this calendar now. Like, let's just switch it up, right? And
what?
Right. I was thinking, like, first of all, no one man should have all that power.
So my birthday is not my
like, that's
birthday.
insane. Yeah, exactly. Hold on. Just stop and let's just let that simmer. So everything we all know regarding everything
15
time-wise,
days.
Yeah.
it's at least 50. Because think about if that happened, how many other things, like all the decisions with daylight savings time and like leap years, and that was weird. But
we on the same wave.
And so it's just like makes me think about, one, we don't understand time, and time is literally just an agreed. Like we all just like, all right, yeah, this is time. Like we all just kind of decided, all right, this is the day, this is the date, cool. But then it got me thinking, like, what would I do if I had that same amount of power to change the calendar? So I'm going to pose that as a question. Feel free to kind of discuss, what would you change about the calendar, if anything? And I'll start with my answer. Personally, I would get rid of the entire month of October. I personally have never enjoyed the month of October.
Damn.
Sorry for all of my October birthdays.
What's wrong with Halloween?
I've never celebrated Halloween. Don't care for it. Don't need it.
Why?
So, Why have I not celebrated Halloween?
Yeah, I'm sure I know the answer, but I'm prompting you.
My spiritual beliefs and the beliefs of my parents.
Yeah. What parents say goes.
Essentially, and then eventually I grew up into like understanding it, and at that point I was also like, I've lived without it.
I saw a TikTok explaining like going into death. I said, oh gosh. I just kept
about what Halloween really means.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot that goes.
Yeah, I never celebrated as
There's a whole lot going into that.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I got into it at 17.
Well, me and my brother used to dress up and go trick or treating and wear our coats over our costumes.
So what's the
Coats
point
over your
It
costume?
was always snowing during Halloween time.
That's true.
The weather is always.
Man, we live in Michigan, people.
Yeah, that's valid. It used to snow
Why
way
don't you just
early.
get a warm costume? Like, what if I'm like,
What's warm?
my
Like,
costume is I'm a
maybe long sleeve.
Yeti or something. Like,
No, I was
I'm the
definitely-
abominable snowman this year. Ooh.
I'm definitely a NASCAR driver. The year that I split my pants.
Yeah.
That boy was thin too. It felt like legging material for sure.
Oof.
Yeah, and it was snowing that day.
But yeah, I would get rid of October. I'm sure there's other things, but yeah, what would you guys do?
What would I get rid of?
I mean, it doesn't mean you might add on something. You might create your own month.
like
Maybe you could create.
Bills couldn't be due that soon. Like it would have to be every 2-3 months.
Okay.
Something like that.
yeah.
It was
Tri-monthly.
I think that was gonna be
Okay, but would it be the same amount, like just added up per month? So like you don't have to pay it every month, but now you got to pay 3 times the rent on that like third month.
No, we can't do that.
Is
If
it-
you
is
go
it-
1, 2, 3, 4, 15,
Because
that's
at this
just not
point,
gonna-
like-
no.
Or
That's
is
a
it,
lump sum of
Is
money.
a month 60 days now?
Ooh,
Or is it 90 days now? Like how long is a month in your calendar?
I like that.
I don't know, but bills got to be like
I don't know, but
Half the time.
these bills are getting to be too much.
Too much.
That's actually
inflation
fair.
is real.
Oh my goodness, too real.
On me.
For me, like I don't know if y'all like know about this Instagram trend, but like what's
Probably
up with
not.
all these national boyfriend, national girlfriend?
What's
day?
wrong with
Like,
those days?
I'm sick.
Oh,
Sick
you
and
no,
tired
not you
of
bitter.
these.
Oh,
So what you going
I knew this
eliminate
was
them?
a soft
No,
spot.
it's not even that I'm bitter. It's just more so.
The
I feel
sweetest day
it's
isn't even
unnecessary
real.
because if you have a boyfriend, your boyfriend don't post you, and your homegirl's boyfriend posts her.
I did
Guess
not
what?
know
Now the
this
boy
is
got a
where this
problem.
is going.
So
Hey, she getting worked up.
This is the question that I had to pose.
No.
I'm coming in next after this.
This
because
is
what
not
if
where
you're
I thought this was
significant?
going.
like some people want their lives private. Some people want to be posted. Me personally, I don't want to be anyone's secret.
Okay,
so.
but it's not post your boyfriend day. It's boyfriend's
That's the
day.
whole point of it. That literally
To you,
nobody-
maybe that's
Literally nobody buys anybody.
What's the definition of these
anything. They
holidays?
just post it. It's an appreciation post. That's literally what it is, guys.
Or
let me-
or it's a I'm posting you out of fear post.
Let me ask, how do you celebrate Christmas?
For me,
Right.
like, with
Yeah.
a, with a
What
significant
do you?
other,
No, I'm just saying. What do you do for
I
Christmas?
spend it with my family and we exchange gifts.
Okay. Do you do like stockings? You know.
Oh yes, we do decorate the house. So we'll do, we do have like decor around the house, but like obviously a Christmas tree, and then we put gifts under the tree.
A real tree or a fake tree?
My dad does a real tree. My mom does a fake tree.
Oh, okay. So
My parents are divorced.
So the point I'm making here is people celebrate things differently sometimes. Do they not?
Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Okay, well, my take on it, because I feel like the vast majority of the Instagram community, or at least the people that I follow, just post. Like, obviously, we have things like Sweetest Day in Michigan or Valentine's Day where we actually do celebratory things. But on the other hand, I feel like that just goes to show like all of these things are made up. You don't see it on the calendar. Like, I mean, even going back to what he said, obviously this is something that has changed over a vast amount of time. But I just feel like we come up with a whole bunch of things either to be honored or just kind of to just display what we have or kind of show it off. And sometimes it don't even really be that for real. People just post and be like, yeah, I got him, girl. And that's it.
So you gonna remove the calendar holidays or?
Yeah, I'm just not here for it. I feel like it's a lot. I'm not here for it. I feel like it's just too much made up stuff. National Best Friends Day.
Yeah.
Now me and my best friend beefing. Me and my homegirl, we beefing because I ain't post her. Now she feels some type of way.
So what's the fakest holiday invented that you've seen?
The fakest holiday.
And it's a lot of them if you really think about it.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
almost a holiday every day.
Anything.
It is.
Yeah, today's
Yeah,
definitely
I don't know.
something.
What's the stupidest one I've ever seen?
I got nothing.
Pie Day pretty stupid. Y'all was talking about how y'all don't like pie.
3.14.
Yeah, like why does that have to be a thing?
Man,
Like, nobody
back
care
in-
about
back
math.
in-
For math classes and stuff.
I think back in like 5th grade, we had to actually make something and
Yeah.
bring in a dish or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We was roasting our teacher because she was a little heavier set. So apologies to her. You know, I was immature back in those days. But yeah, I made a cheesecake. But yeah, that is a stupid holiday. I'm actually gonna look up real quick if today's a holiday real quick. But
Yeah. While you doing that, I got to answer the question. What was the question?
Like if you had the power to change.
to change
calendar?
yeah.
I'm definitely rearranging the seasons because the seasons I feel like are incorrect now. Because how does
Yeah.
Don't change summer.
I might make it longer? You never know.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But I'll probably change winter to November 1st until the end of March. I'll make that winter, and then I'll make spring April to the end of May. No, April to June.
That's like so specific. Like, please elaborate.
He
on
does this. You'll have to forgive him.
A
He does
longer
this.
winter than spring?
No, just like correcting the months because I feel like right now they like whatever original calendar we was on, we made these specific dates for it, and now it don't align because it'd be hot as hell and it'd be springtime, or it'd be
Yeah.
cold as hell and it'd be fall still.
Yeah.
Today is World Clarinet Day. Not
Right.
Yeah, that
Shout out
clarinet day.
Squidward.
I used to dance in the band at my old high school. I went to Cass.
That is very specific increments for
That
your seasons. However,
Hey, it's my year.
is your calendar.
And I have determined, and May 21st will be 3 days long.
I'm surprised no one wants to add a month though. Like no one wants to create like this is Benjamin month.
The years are long in it, so
Now you die earlier. Now life expectancy. If you add another month, life expectancy is shrinking. That every 12 years, that's one less year of life.
That is true.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want to let it be 55, yeah.
Unless you shave off a couple days of every other month. Well, I guess maybe not every other month. The math's not mathing right now, but you know, like if you take like 5 days from a couple months and that accumulates into your new month, and it's still.
I'll change the month of July to a different name too.
What's wrong with July?
It just be pissing me off that June and July next to each other. So then it'd be hard to remember like how many days is in each. Because I'll be like, okay, January, February, March, April, May, JJ,
So what would you name it?
August, September, October, November, December. Anything but a J. Like they shouldn't be next to each other. Maybe we should move it somewhere else. I feel like for kids to just make it harder.
We
to
need a
learn.
month
I
that
think it
starts with
flows.
X or a Z.
I'm with the Z. I don't know what
of
it'd
course.
be.
You gonna name it Zulai?
Man, it's October.
both of our birthdays
Ew.
are in July, actually, me and Madison. We're both Cancers.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't say I'd get rid of July.
Dang, I did say that. I mean, I'm gonna get rid of June. I'm sorry.
Zach's like, actually 2 Julys now.
Man, double the July. Oh yeah. So what do you think the difference is between keeping a relationship private or being kept a secret by a person? Because now I'll be
A
seeing
lot of secrets.
you know, I'll be seeing a lot of people who, you know, they just post the arm or they just post the dream.
What is it? Soft. What is it? It's like there's a word for it.
I don't never seen the word. I just be seeing people
Soft
do
girl seat, soft.
No. It's like when you are.
when you letting people know
When you
something, but
letting
you not
people-
letting them
yes.
know anything.
It's like a
You post
trendy
you
word.
post this hand on your bed talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody listening knows what
I
I'm
have a
talking
lot
about.
to say on this, so I'm gonna just wait my turn.
Oof.
But yeah, I guess like where do you think it transitions from being hidden to be kept private? Like how would you differentiate the two? Or if somebody's doing that to you, or if you're doing it to someone else? Because
Soft launch.
I don't know too many men who just like post like a girl shoe, be like with bae, or something.
I feel like that's just like being funny type of thing. I be feeling like being private, maybe some everybody in a business type of thing. So I get it to a certain extent. It's like if we going out to a club or something, you be like, no, you don't have to go, or you don't have to come with me. I'm like, oh, so I'm an embarrassment to be with you type of thing. So I would be like, it depends on the situation. I feel like, but I feel like posting everything isn't like too
necessary
much. But it's like when you embarrassed to be seeing me in public, like we go in place, I'm like, okay, that's when it becomes a step too far for me.
You talking about
like,
calling speed up?
Because I don't like nobody in my business either. So I'm
get
not
out the
gonna,
car,
like,
you start running into the building.
So I'm gonna drop you off around the corner.
Yeah.
Why you always wearing the ski? Why you always wearing the ski mask? You have no ops.
So if you take it off, I want to see your face.
Like that. But the posting thing, I feel like I don't like everybody in my business, so I get it to a certain extent.
Yeah. I really feel like you have to set expectations in your relationship because
communication.
Definitely, because opposites do attract, but you still have to meet people midway. You have to have, because there's a thin line between being private and being hidden. Like for me personally, like one of my exes, like, so I like being posted. He didn't post as much. I didn't.
You know who you are.
Because
Talking about, oh, she on a little podcast. She thinks she's doing something. She on a little podcast.
No, like I didn't trip, but it was more so like I have a business, and then you would post your friend's business, but you wouldn't post mine. Like something
so
as
it's
simple like that.
Yo, ventures, like not even you.
For me, it's like it's deeper than that because it's like, dang, like okay, yeah, you'll post me on my birthday, which is once a year. We were just talking about the calendar, but it's like you post all these other people. Congrats to so and so. Go shop this apparel line.
Bro, finna make it to the league.
And it's like, and it's like I'm your girl, and it's
slime.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying. So it's just deeper than that. Like I be keeping everything. Like
Gang them.
I'm a very observant person, so it's just like it don't even gotta be. Oh yeah, I'm here with Bae. Like it don't even gotta be that. Like it's just like don't do for others that you wouldn't do for me. Like that. Like I just feel like it's on a deeper level. It's not, oh yeah, how many times do you post me, or it doesn't have to be a tit for tat thing. Like hey, I posted you this many times, but like don't. Like I said, don't do something for others that you. Don't do something for others that you wouldn't do for your own girlfriend, somebody you love, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
What if they don't want that though? Like what if they're like being ducked off themselves?
No, because that's what I'm saying. So if they did it for other people, then why wouldn't they do it for me? It doesn't have to necessarily be like, hey, this is my girlfriend, but even something in a sense of like supporting me. Like don't support other people before you're supporting me. It doesn't have to. Oh yeah, let me display that. Let me put this on display. You get what I'm saying?
Let me put being TikTok on my page, but my girl got a hair business, and I won't ever post that she do hair.
Yeah, like that's weird to me.
I recommend her to nobody.
Unless she just whack it, right? Unless she just can't do hair for real.
Right? Unless she's terrible.
I cannot get behind this.
You gotta just tell her,
I have a brand to protect.
I want to support you, but look, you gotta come harder, please.
At that point, you're contradicting yourself. Like I said, you can be a private person, but you can't say that you won't do one thing, and then when it comes to a different person, then you posting them and doing X, Y, and Z.
Your mans don't even cut hair good. You telling him come get lined up and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
It's real though. That I never thought about that example, but that's probably like easy. Like that's a good telltale sign of somebody like ducking you. Like they won't even support you publicly.
I think it's all just about the intentionality of it. Like, because I think some people naturally just don't post a lot in general. Yeah. So like to add on to that piece is that, you know, like if when we met you just weren't super active, of course I'm not going to expect you to have me plastered all over or whatever just because we're together or whatever.
But if you've been active,
then
I can go, like
you posted
a couple times, you know, like we spend too much time together for it.
It's like what you hiding?
I know you be on your phone. Every time I'm with you on your phone posting something.
You posted while we were together.
Man.
Or like, are y'all okay with just being posted in the close friends? Like if I'm talking about y'all are official. Y'all are not just in the talking stage. This is your boyfriend or girlfriend. They will only post you in their close friends. How does that make you feel?
They're being. Never mind. I go last.
They're hiding you if it's just in the close friends. If it's official, they're hiding you.
Like why you can't post me? Like you can post me in your close friends, but not on your main.
Unless you for real hiding from somebody, like you got something for real.
And now you can hide your story from certain people if you really run a game on somebody.
Like,
I don't know. I feel like partially first of all, you know your partner, you know, because I think there could be. You should. I'd hope so. Right. But I think, you know, there might be circumstances where, you know, because there's some people that strictly use their close friends. You know, like you kind of know that their patterns rely in their close friends or whatever. And I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. I do believe there are instances where it is okay to strictly be in the close friends, because also it'd be a lot of hating people. It'd be a lot of people that be trying to pray or what is the word? I think not pride. Whatever.
Praying
but just
downfall.
Sure, that works.
Yeah.
But
Something like that.
yeah, exactly. But just I kind of like scheme, you know, like that's I know that's why I try to share what I'm doing, but I also keep a lot of stuff private in general, just because I don't like, you know, people don't need to know everything. And so it could be, you know, there should be some logic to it, you know, and I think there's a conversation that could be had if you feel some type of way about it, but I don't think it's necessarily you have to jump all the way to like, oh, they're intentionally hiding right out the gate.
I do know some people who like post 90% of the time exclusively in their close friends list, and then like they post like very general, very like unrelated stuff on their main page. But as I was finna say, like for me, I haven't been in a relationship since the close friends thing existed. Yeah. And if I happened to get into one, I would be kind of
that's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I'd be real I'd be like, why is there a close friends list to begin with? I'm
what
just
you
like,
mean?
Sorry, that's like having a fence staff, like in a sense. Like, what if you want to have like a professional page? You know what I'm saying? Then in your close friends, you kind of let loose, be yourself. Because some people are actually very, what's the word?
Open, expressive.
Yeah, some people are. And then some people literally like have to like be posed in front of a camera, like have professional pictures. Like I have a friend that literally like plans out his pictures and what he posts on Instagram. Like it's not just like.
Can I ask why?
Shoot, that's on him. I don't know. I
just
guess
the aesthetic.
Yeah, literally the aesthetic. He has a look to uphold. So
wow, that's deep. I don't got one of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah, if I was only in the close friends, well, I mean, if I'm in the close friends list, I guess I'd be like, man, I'm in the close friends list. Like you know, like I know what's going on in here. So it's like, why would I even trip? But then it's like, I think that if there was men to worry about, they in her close friends list. So if she posted me in the close friends list, then it'd be cool.
Nah.
But some girls hide the men that's really important from the close friends list.
Me personally,
so I don't know, but I'll probably feel some kind of way.
Yeah, ain't no I don't know. Close friends, it's kind of different.
I be in people's close friends, I'd be like, how did I even get in this?
Yeah, but people can take you off their close friends as quick as they put you in. Like you would post a cute picture and put a boy in your close friends, then take them out as soon as you posting some lovey-dovey relationship stuff, like going.
Wow, we getting the tips. I never knew.
Yeah.
I never knew it got edited.
Sounds like too much, bro.
Yeah. So.
At that point, ain't nobody getting posted on nothing. If I gotta duck and dodge and
no, I'm not saying me personally. I'm just saying this is literally
it get that deep
people
out
be on. Yeah. So
I'm making a universal rule.
It comes down to trust.
Knowing me, I'm a mess up anyway.
On me, that's the part.
I'm a fat thumb it and just everybody in the close friends and seeing everything.
But your relationship shouldn't be defined on posts and stuff like that.
By no means.
Yeah, I do have another question though. Actually, so how do y'all feel about like how long do you think you should be in a relationship with a person to where they need to introduce you to their family?
I was thinking about this before.
Need to.
Like where you feel like, okay,
like
why haven't you introduced me to your family? Yeah, like you kind of feel some type of way about it.
How long would you go? How long could you go in a relationship before you feel offended by not being introduced to the family? Shoot, I can go a long time. Shoot, I can go 4 years.
I'm family oriented. So some people are different. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some people are different because I'm family oriented. So like if I'm introducing you to my parents, like I really
love you.
You know what I'm saying? But that also comes with time too.
Right. So I'm saying like I would feel uncomfortable doing it, but if I don't imagine you remaining here forever,
then you wouldn't.
I don't want you to meet
with them, right?
Yeah, I don't want you to meet my people. So it's like with that level of scrutiny, it's like I always question like, is everyone dating to marry or not? And then when I ask people, are they dating to marry? A lot of people be like, I don't know. But those be the same people who want to be in a relationship so bad. So I'm like, you're not dating to marry, but you want to be in a relationship so bad you complain about that all day.
Right.
So what is the end goal? So then if that's the case, that people just be in relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship, then it's like, no, I don't want you to meet my people. No, I'm not going to have you meet my people.
Trying to be booed up.
Yeah. So I was like, I damn near needs to be ready to put the finger on if you finna meet my mama. Like, mama ain't me no scrub. I'm sorry.
I could definitely go for a while, but
that take a while.
Yeah,
I could love you dearly, but that don't mean that
You also
forever.
Your people are kind of far too.
Right, so I'm saying you're coming, so you're taking that hike with me to SAG to meet the family. Man, girl, you must be putting on a white dress tomorrow. Hey,
tomorrow.
Talking about you ready to take these maternity pictures?
That's what I'm saying. We picking up the dress in Saginaw.
And I don't know if they ready for that. You know, some people say they ready for that, and then it happen. They're like, oh, Kofi, hold on, relax.
Okay, but then what about holiday season? Because I know, a lot of people like they might go to their significant other's house like during Thanksgiving. Like we were talking about Thanksgiving, Christmas time. So like, what if you maybe not just got in a relationship, but the holidays are coming up, and you got to make a choice here. Your family asking you got a little boo, you got a little boo thing. What you gonna do?
I tried that side, and I deeply regret it, and I would not do that again.
Okay,
but I definitely have fell victim to feeling obligated to be a part of that, to not make that person feel some kind of way.
Yeah,
and it went miserably.
See,
so I think the smart way is to not until you know that it's long term.
This is why the timing of cuffing season is so important.
And it's in a bad time.
You got to be aware of the level of commitment that you've reached as that period of the year is approaching. So as Thanksgiving is coming up, that's when you be like, all right, let me, if this is going on maybe like 4 or 5 months, we're approaching that point of like, all right, this very well might come up, and this is gonna be, this is something that either we need to talk about now and figure this out ahead of time, or like I need to fall back right now or whatever, because
custom on December 26th, not the 25th, so you ain't got to get them no Christmas gift.
Dang, well that's bold.
I'm about to say then Valentine's Day coming February 14th. Exactly. So you really wait until February 15th because you got 6 months of nothing.
Take a break. February 1st.
That's what so you got to time it all out to be like, okay, if I don't feel comfortable bringing them around the family, either I'm gonna talk to them about this or I'm gonna do whatever, fall back, break, whatever. If not, then we gonna have to just commit and just be like, all right, this is a little early, but hey, we gonna see how it goes, and you can pull up.
That's what I did. It's early, but let's do it anyway.
Yeah, because some people don't care about being parents. Some people would be like, I'm on your type of time.
Parent connoisseur.
And some people be like, I be everybody mama.
I go dumb with the parents.
Yeah. And would that make you feel better if a dude said that versus the dude who ain't met nobody mama and he say, I don't feel comfortable doing that right now? Which one would you appreciate?
It's not even.
If you had to choose between those two. I don't even think
it would be I'm not comfortable meeting your parents. It would more so be I'm not comfortable with you meeting my parents.
Yeah. Okay. So what if he said that, then the other dude like everybody met my mama? Which one would you prefer?
Dang. I would definitely prefer the first option.
They don't go shopping together.
So it's like, sometimes you got to think about, worst case scenario.
But I am an overthinker though. That would definitely make me feel some type of way if I think I'm ready to meet somebody's parents, or like just like.
Man, this girl 46.
Because I am family. I am a relationship type of person though, but I would literally feel some type of way, especially if they have met my family, and now it's a toss up. Like, okay, like why haven't I come around your family?
Oh yeah,
that would really.
If we cross that threshold on one end, it definitely needs to be
reciprocated. That would really hurt me. But some people are more open. You get what I'm saying? So at that point, then it would come down to what you said. Like, I'm not ready to meet your family right now because, I just want a bit more time to establish what we have.
Understanding of you as a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always got to just be, still give some grace when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because I'll say, like, I met my girlfriend's parents. We were not super early, actually. Now I think about it. No, it wasn't that early at all. But she definitely met mine later. But I barely see my parents, and that's just because I don't have a bad relationship with my parents, but like I just be doing my own thing, ever since I moved, for sure. Like I see them here and there, like and so like it takes a lot, I guess, to kind of coordinate that super intentionally if I already don't do that myself. So I think sometimes there is also that leeway of understanding, again, like who you're with. Maybe it's not intentional of like, oh, I don't want you to meet my parents yet, but it's like, I just haven't thought about it, to be honest. Like,
well, that's definitely different because I live with my parents,
and that's
so that's
huge.
Different. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're coming to pick me up,
different.
you would come to my mom's house.
Like,
so then at that point, you already locked in as soon as you.
But not really. I can get in the car and pull off because I don't want to show my mom anybody that I'm dating.
They peeking through the windows.
Yeah, and then now next time, now they like who that little boy you ran off with. Yeah. Make sure he come in next time, and then now you forced into that circumstance.
You be safety too. They like we with.
Yeah. To meet everybody that wanted to take me out on a date. Now they like my daughter fast. She out here. So.
Yeah.
So okay, I do have a question, especially. So you said you both still live at home. But,
yes.
Okay, so Let's go into the hypotheticals, staying in the same vein. So, once you get to the point of having your own apartment, how long do you think is an appropriate time before you can like exchange keys with your significant other, if ever? Not exchange, but just like if they, an emergency might come up, you never know.
Man, come on, man, you got the key. Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, we would have to really
be locked in.
Serious, because I don't really feel it. I don't deem it necessary. Me personally, I mean, it's nothing wrong with it, but at least a year, like we tied in, like okay, like
that's pretty modest.
Because if we're not living together, what do you need my key for? Like honestly,
man, I'm stuck at work. You go grab my stuff for me, please. And bring it to work for me. You already got the key.
Like it doesn't necessarily mean that they in there, sleeping 3 days while you on vacation, but like, just the idea of having that access.
Though my mom, my dad.
Okay. So my parents far away, so I'd be needing emergency contact that's not
exactly
in Saginaw. So I'd be relying on my person. Like, hey, look, we these.
Yeah.
But some people are crazy. I mean, obviously, you wouldn't expect for your significant other to be crazy, but some people will literally hold that against you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Y'all get into it, now you got to ask for your key back, and now you're dealing with a whole different some.
Just off of one getting into it.
Some guys are.
Man, and that's why I think that the vetting stage of these relationships needs to be significantly longer, because maybe people would make better decisions and not be having surprises a year in if you actually took your time at the beginning. Oh my God, I thought you would never do this. Well, you must not have known me then, apparently.
And
the signs were there.
Yeah. I showed you 3 of them.
I sprinkled a bit intentionally, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I just don't want nobody to have that much power over me. Like, I just feel like, obviously, you can get into it with your significant other at any point in time throughout the duration of your relationship, but like, if we're only a few months in and we got into it about something, like, I don't want you, like, I mean, I am the type of person that likes to talk things out, but like, I don't want you to just come in my house. Like, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. and forcing the situation.
I mean, they probably still gonna knock. They're not just gonna.
They got that key. They gonna pull that key out if you ain't answering that door. So.
Yeah, I don't know who you with.
I'm boyfriend, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel like the key is necessary.
I could do it. I definitely could do it after probably. Yeah, after like 8-9 months. Because for me to get to 8 or 9 months, you know what it took. You knew what it took. So if I get there, hey, you really wifey. Like, you can have whatever you want.
We got a winner.
Because I'm not making a bad decision.
Yeah.
Everything that I decide extremely calculated.
So have your relationships been short?
No.
Zach had 3 whiteboards already drawn out.
On me, I didn't roll every pro, con, left, right, up, down. I knew. I'm like, hey, this is it. Circle it. This is it, God.
What happened? Step into my office. So I think we're gonna. What did I do wrong?
Actually, you earned a promotion. Congratulations. Welcome to. But
did you have anything like additional topics before? I don't want us to. I just want to make sure we give you guys the opportunity to. Okay, cool.
So that was a yes or no?
I think that was a no.
Okay, bad.
Do you have one? I have one too.
You can go ahead.
All right. So let me get my thoughts in order. This is also in the same vein. I'm trying to take advantage. Okay, I got like 5 minutes before I have to reset. I'm trying to take advantage of the fact that we have some female guests today. I need to get your perspective on this. So
I have a lot of perspective.
You're right. All right. So let's go with the traditional, conventional ideology of the man kind of being the like protecting individual, the person that's supposed to handle all like provider. You're right. So.
Macho. Don't cry.
Let's paint this scenario. All right, we're at the point where, let's say you guys are living together, see a spider on the wall. Your instinct might be like, oh, I don't want to kill a spider. Like, he can come kill a spider, right? So I guess my general question is, how far does that go? So let's say the spider's no longer a spider. Now we're at a rat. All right, we could probably still call him to handle the rat. But let's say it's not a rat anymore. Let's say we're at like a bear cub or something. Like, at what point is it extreme to where it's like, okay, I can't even expect him to handle this.
I need to call a professional.
Exactly. Like, we are both in danger. Like, what is the level of like he can take care of this situation?
his fear is also taken
That's
into
what I'm saying, 'cause
consideration.
I feel like
and
a
it's
lot
no
of
longer,
times-
they just do this. It's
Right.
like I know you can't, and I think
Yes,
that
like
somebody
before
else
I
needs to
even,
be
because
called.
I don't want to ever be in the situation where my girlfriend looks at me to handle
Handle
something,
this.
and I'm
Talking
looking
about
like,
you
what you
ridiculous.
want me to do? Like,
This is an alligator. Like, what you mean, babe? Get it?
like I'm not Steve Irwin, bro. Rest in peace. Like no.
I mean, if you're scared and I'm scared, then we just both gonna be scared, looking crazy, looking at each other. I mean, I wouldn't
But
think
you're
of
not
you as
gonna
less
later.
of a man.
But
or
I'm saying,
anything.
like, at some point, like if it's just a dog and we both are like, oh, we're both scared, let's run. Later on, you might be like,
You
"Dang,
could-
he kind of
lame. Like, that was a-
that was a chihuahua.
That was a chihuahua. You running from a chihuahua with me?
I mean,
Like,
I guess that just goes
it's a
based
pit
on the
bull.
talking stage too, because I spend a lot of time with, like, if I'm talking to a guy and like we're as exclusive as we can be, just dating and not being in a relationship. I feel like you catch up on their habits, like
Yeah.
I mean, living with a person is definitely different, but like when you spend so much time with a person, like like going to their apartment or whatever, maybe for the weekend or something, you can still catch up on their habits. You can. First thing, this is kind of off topic, but like the first thing I do when I mess with a guy, I go take a look in his shower, look at them corners of the house. You can tell a lot about a person.
man,
So-
when the last time you dusted? You be in
Catch up on habits.
Right, white
not even
glove.
dust, but like you catch up on habits. I feel like prior to the relationship. If I'm moving in with a guy, I better know him well enough for me and him to move into a place together.
So if he's scary, then that's okay because you already knew that going
Yeah,
into it.
exactly. I wouldn't think of you as less of a man. When I'm thinking about issues or something, not even like just bugs or anything. I'm thinking y'all talking about like bills and stuff.
Oh
like
no,
that.
we
That's a
definitely talking
deeper issue.
like creatures.
Hey, no, I ain't
That's a
worried about
deeper
that.
issue.
So I
We
don't have
don't,
that problem.
I don't care about the
have that.
50-50 rule and all that. I'm talking about the real stuff. Do
The
I need
danger.
do I need to
the man with a gun who just burst in the
Exactly.
crib talking about
Yeah, I feel like if both of our lives at danger, it's kind of like you only can expect so much type of thing. But if it's something small like spider, well, I'm gonna call you for the rat. I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm gonna call you for the rat.
a squirrel.
When things
But-
get sticky, go grab that blicky.
But I would just,
Okay. All right.
like, I just feel like you can't expect, like, you gotta, like, you gotta have to, like, know your partner, like you said before. Like, you have to know what they can do, like, know their strengths, know their weaknesses too, type of thing. But I'm not about to expect you to, somebody come with us at gunpoint, get out, go, like, you go first. Like,
Me
it's
personally?
like-
Push him out the door.
It's
Me
like,
personally, I wouldn't have went
him,
down like
take
that.
him. Like,
Yeah, I guess, yeah. It's not like you pushing somebody out the way. But,
Bring
Yeah.
into action. Like, what are you doing?
right, they just standing there looking at you like, do something.
yeah, because everybody can get into shock. Shoot, that stuff.
Hey, ain't nobody immune to a
That's
bullet.
stuff you go through every day. Like, if
Yeah.
it's not stuff you go through every day, it's like you can't really expect that.
Got it.
But sometimes you see a spider every now and then.
All right, yeah, Zach, what you
My turn. So, okay, I got to paint a picture for y'all. So,
Bob Ross on him.
you know, trying to really understand just like the dating scene in this day and age.
You
Okay, so I be hearing a lot about giving a man too much too early, because you know, like
Guilty.
they don't deserve that. You know, whether that be you, I don't know, catering to them, cooking, cleaning, whatever these wifey
you.
benefits are. Because I don't really know what's all included in that package
The wifey
of,
package.
of
I'll
this.
take the
This is
platinum.
you got to earn this. But it's like, do you feel like there's also a husband package, and there's things that should be off limits to a woman until they earn it, or do you think like how does that work? Because I feel like a lot of times it's a man need to earn, like he need to show me why he worth it, so therefore he needs to show his whole hand. But at the same time, I shouldn't give him my whole hand because I don't know how permanent this is, so he don't deserve that. So then it's like, how does that work about like giving too much or not giving enough? How much should a person present or limit on both sides?
I feel like it's hard in the beginning to kind of like decipher between the two. For me, I would say like I've been guilty of like I feel like I gave. I don't know. I was just too like I give like I don't know how to really explain it. I'm trying to really explain it in my head, but
Because what is too much? Because I always hear people say they gave too much. I'm like, what? So define the too much so I can understand.
Like, what is the proper
I feel
amount?
like with you, it's like positive energy. Like a lot of times, like
She reading you right now.
no, like this is my line sister.
Yeah,
like I love
like,
Madison, but
yeah.
yeah, like I don't know. With you, I feel like it's more so girls be
And I love hard. I feel like when I love super hard.
Yeah,
So
I feel like you or I don't have we don't have a roster. Like it's not a list of guys. Like okay, I don't like him. I got the ick, so let me toss him out. Like being, I feel like literally feeling or like treating a person as if you're exclusive and it not being that's where I come into fault at. Like I'll literally be only talking to one guy and then he'll be talking to a whole bunch of people. Now my feelings hurt and they're even more hurt if we have talked about being exclusive and it was not that because we're not in a relationship, so they don't really feel obligated to do too much. But that also comes with adulting and learning to date and getting out of like, I don't want to say a little girl mindset, but just like learning that everybody that you deal with is not going to end up being your boyfriend. So
yeah, I don't know how to say like what's too much because I feel like some girls just like really looking for somebody to take care of them, like
flying them out.
Yeah,
and that sounds like husband benefits to me, but other people think like that's the bare minimum. Like you got to be coming with this. I need to see that type of capability. Right. So I'm saying, so is there not too much to give for a man? Shout out to IG baddies.
Me personally, I don't require a lot. I require the basics: communication. Communication, being honest, and being loyal. Those are my 3 deal breakers. You don't have to have the most money in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we can build together. I'm very down to earth. I'm very genuine. I'm only 22, so I don't expect my man to be making
Lamborghini outside. You know.
That's what I'm saying. And then
maybe just a Hellcat.
You think it's small.
And I'm not into guys that be like scamming and all that. I'm about somebody that's making
9
their
to
own
5.
money. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I like a guy that's working because I want you to be on the same
Somebody's
level.
listening like, let's go.
Finally,
I want to be on the same level as me.
Can I be 5'5" too?
Yeah.
Let's keep this going.
I feel like
short man.
hubby benefits. Like, I don't know. I don't want a guy to feel like he has to do so much for a girl because, like, I don't want to deal with a guy that's giving me everything, but that's not treating me right at the end of the day. Like, if you giving me everything, then you giving everybody else everything because you're not taking none of us serious. You get what I'm saying? So it's like for example, like a guy might be taking me out on nice dates. I'm thinking he feeling me because I'm not used to this. Because if a guy is not feeling
whole time he a munch, man.
No,
that's crazy.
If a guy is not feeling you, essentially he really won't do much for you. He ain't gonna spend no money on you unless you got a guy that's just spending because he got it. A trick.
I heard those are in style.
Tricks. Me personally, I mean, yeah, you can take me out to eat, you know what I'm saying, treat me, we ain't messing with each other, but I'm just not into that. Like, if I feel like time is essential and time is of the essence. I don't want to waste my time if we're not gonna, you know, if it's not gonna go anywhere. Yeah. Y'all think I'm playing?
No, I think you're dead serious. It was I was glad to call him a munch.
Do y'all?
I would like to interject and ask, do you feel as if, because you said that you don't expect a whole lot, do you think that has been consistent for you, or have you've always had like a set standard and it been
minimalistic,
not a whole lot, or have you had to adjust to some degree?
That's consistent, and it's a blessing and a curse because it's like I don't expect too much from a person, so they can actually be like, hey, I actually like Raven because she's not one of these girls that's expecting too much from me at an early stage, but when your expectations are low, some people get comfortable and they don't want to. They're complacent. Now your relationship is stagnant. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I've definitely, with my relationship experience, have come from somebody that will do anything for me, like literally kiss the ground that I walk on, to somebody that's not even taking me out on dates.
What happened to him?
Yeah, where is he at?
Actually, we've been together for almost 4 years. Actually,
okay, so that's the key to longevity.
We're still friends.
Kiss the floor.
We're still friends, but it's just, I don't know. I'm so sorry if you're watching this. I'm so sorry if you're watching. I just don't want to backtrack. Like I just don't. At this point in my life, I don't want to backtrack because I am so young and I haven't dated a whole bunch of people. So I feel like this is my time to stop going from relationship to relationship.
Find yourself.
I'm finding myself. You get what I'm saying?
Love yourself first.
But in the same breath, it's so hard for me because
everybody never kiss the ground.
I catch that too, and that's another thing too. But I catch feelings easily, so it's like when I'm on one person, I'm on one person. I can't keep up with all these people, texting these people, going out, because that's another problem. Sometimes when I'm talking to a person, I feel obligated. Like I don't want to. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I don't want to hurt my own feelings. Like I want a person to mess with me as much as I mess with them. But everybody is not going to be exclusive with you, and that's just what it comes down to. But I am relationship oriented.
Dang, I had a great Okay, well, I think of what I really wanted to say. Okay, so say gender roles were reversed for a day.
Reverse.
Would you would any circumstance warrant you putting your coat on the ground in a puddle?
Never.
For someone to walk over so they don't get their shoes dirty if the roles were reversed.
That is so obscene, bro.
It's ridiculous, but I just wanted to hear it.
Some guys won't even get on the side of you when you closest to the street.
Yeah,
so
we would just talk about this like 2 episodes ago.
it really depends.
I never heard about that until like a year ago.
Some guys don't open doors.
Okay, can I ask, because we did mention this before, and I just need some closure.
Yep.
So because of that rule was created as like to protect you from a car, correct?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So this goes back to my previous question. Is that not at the level of danger that like I should not be expected
to be the person to receive this?
If a Subaru is coming directly towards us, we both need to get out the way.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm not going to throw you in front of the thing, but like I feel like it's a lot to be like, oh, well, you should have been the first one to get hit, or you should have been, like I just feel like that's
pulling you. I can pull you into me and you can fall on me. If you on this side and I'm getting away from the car, I'm pushing the mess out of you.
I feel like all that
me.
matters is the actual course of action. It doesn't matter what side I was on to begin with.
And I feel like some dudes know these little things that are looked for, and then they just play to it. So it's like if they know that, they do that. You be thinking he the most genuine dude in the world.
Oh my gosh, you would kiss the ground for me.
His full body of work is nothing compared to the person who maybe was not even aware that was a thing.
Just because you got a single don't mean you got the catalog.
You feel me?
Yeah. For me, I feel like I was raised with it. My dad was like always that person. He was like, no, like get over here. Like, no, like be on this side of this. He was like, always have a man be on this side. So it was like, sometimes I feel like it'd be kind of like it's just you grow up with it sometimes.
It's habitual.
So
That's beautiful,
I don't expect it. Like I've been with guys and I've literally been on that side. So I feel like I don't.
Just out there in danger, man. Just in the mix.
It's like it depends on too, like where we're. If we downtown somewhere and it's just cars just flying past, it's like okay, like oh my god,
yeah.
Maybe you could.
Oh, I'm scared.
Like maybe,
come on.
It's like you can. I thought you got to pick and choose, but I get what you're saying about the danger thing. It's like.
Men's lives matter. Supposedly,
like that from like that standpoint, though.
Realistically, I'm not going to get hit by a car. Let's be real. But what I will say is it really depends on your partner, because like Madison said, she was used to that. So maybe dealing with a guy that doesn't do it, you might kind of give him the side eye, like what's up with you? Or it might be a person that doesn't do anything. He might not open the doors for you. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It might be your last straw. Or it might be a person that,
I'm sick of this.
that opens the doors for you.
Seen that car?
But he didn't do that, so you're not tripping. You know what I'm saying? And if you are, then voice that to them. And if they don't want to change, then it's time to find your new man.
Now, if that one don't work, get another one. If that don't work, get another one.
Yeah.
Did you think of what you were trying to think of?
While you're waiting, you should go ahead and subscribe, like, and share, and retweet, and all of those other great things.
You say retweet?
Whatever.
We don't even be on Twitter no more.
Hey, we don't even be on Twitter no more. But if you follow the Twitter at some point, man, I appreciate you, because I know I was pushing that hard for a second. Women approaching men, for it or against it, why or why not?
I just recently started shooting my shot.
What's your shot percentage? What's your your field goal percentage?
You heard crossing them up?
I ain't messing with nobody now, so that should tell you all in itself. But I felt like
you gonna get the jumper wet.
that's why I'm so glad, because I came from a remote job, so I'm so glad that I'm working in person now and I can meet new people.
Well, you be sliding at the job?
No,
I'm just playing. That's dangerous territory.
I'm meeting more people nowadays.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like versus being at the house, you talking to people on Instagram might be a catfish. You
All
don't
time.
even know them. But
you don't even got shades.
The plot thickens.
I would like for a guy to slide on me, but then I also have come to the realization that nobody can read your mind, and we all grown. So don't come off too strong.
Ain't getting you nowhere.
So yeah, I just sent that little that GIF with who is it?
Steph.
It could be
Steph,
anybody.
yes. and then
the hay. It's a speech bubble.
Yes,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Hey,
yes. I sent that because I'm a funny girl.
Your tactic is good.
You know
your tactic is good.
You be using that or you be receiving that? A little bit of both.
Somebody once said to me, I can't believe I'm finna say this. I'm the basket.
Wait.
Let it sink in.
I think
Like they typed and said, "I'm the basket," or they said, "You're the basket."
Like they're the
No.
basket.
I'm the
No,
basket.
somebody-
You're the ball.
Basket.
Together we make basketball.
This is
Like what?
I'm trying to.
They be shooting them things.
I would have
Is
said
what I'm saying. I'm
LOL.
the basket.
Okay.
So I'm not sending that no, but I have seen it a
Okay.
couple times.
Nice.
Yeah, your tactic is good. Your tactic is it could work. It could work.
I've never shot my shots first. I'm not against it, but I feel like you have to give me a little bit of a hint first because I just don't want to feel 100% whole.
Shoot, you might meet your match saying something first, or I go like some pictures or something. You say something to me. You know the type of
How
time
many
I'm on.
pictures you liking?
3.
Three.
Three.
Three, the
So
magic
it's-
number.
so
You
it's three.
you like 2? That ain't funny.
Or like now, Instagram stories. You liking my story? You ain't said nothing to me. That don't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense. Why you keep liking my?
What if they just love the story? What if you just put out great
Where
content?
it's like,
This is a very quality photo.
Well,
Oh
then,
my
like, all
gosh.
your pictures
I
must be
relate.
nothing.
y'all know what y'all be doing. Y'all be liking.
Don't
the
say
story.
y'all. I don't be liking nobody.
Hey,
You in a relationship, aren't you?
I sure am.
All right then.
you ain't never liked the picture ever.
Oh yeah, of course at some point, but not stories.
Oh,
Stories
yeah.
that's recent.
That's news.
Yeah,
Like
that's what
the
I'm
close
saying. I've been in a
friends.
relationship since that's
Yeah,
been
you don't know
okay.
that life. Yeah, it's a crazy
Should
life.
be
let
liking-
me-
should be liking no pictures.
Okay, let me take it up one notch. Actually, it's about 4 notches.
Take it up.
Proposal. Would y'all ever propose to?
Oh
Well, yeah.
no! Oh no!
Like E-glass. not
You gonna have to
E-glass.
crease your ones, not me, baby.
Oh,
Not me.
I'm sorry. I just can't do it.
We ain't switching gender roles like that.
that's too far.
Yeah.
That's too far.
Not too much.
Stand up.
Hey.
Stand up.
Well, how do y'all feel about? Oh, is it enough time? How do y'all feel about ultimatums though?
That's
Oh, that ain't
dangerous.
working on me.
That
Yeah.
ain't working.
Not never. That's gonna encourage that whatever
You
I
gonna
know
set
that,
yourself up.
Okay.
Just-
whatever the worst answer
Not-
is, I'm giving.
That's what I'm saying. I'm petty. I'm just I just want to see if you really gonna do it.
Not marriage ultimatums, but what if somebody's talking to you and they've been talking to you for some time now? Like, hey, like, you need to ask me to be your girlfriend. Are we done? And you really care about them, but you're just not.
If
Just not there yet. You're not trying to settle down.
If I've communicated to that extent
Mm-hmm.
of that, the reasoning why I'm not ready to settle down, and they don't understand, then yeah, they can go. Because to be frank, like if I genuinely have solid, sound reasoning, because I'm a pretty reasonable individual, if I do have very solid and sound reasoning, and they aren't able to understand that and give that kind of grace, especially if I've communicated, hey, like I understand that we're reaching this point, and I do want to at some point ask you to be my girlfriend and make things official. I just can't right now. I
Yeah.
promise you, I just can't. And there's
What would be the
no
reasoning?
whatever. All right, so this is speaking from very personal situation. Like this is firsthand. It was just I was in a very very long relationship for a while, and it just didn't work out. And you just kind of sometimes find yourself like finding that person where you just are really interested, and you just it's sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's like I want to make sure I'm mentally prepared to actually engage in this relationship because I want to do this relationship 9 times better than I did the last one, and I want to be
Yeah.
very present and so on and so forth. So I was talking to my current girlfriend for longer than I probably would have, if I hadn't had that previous.
tell you when she
but
came
I told her like way ahead of time, like, hey, like I do want to reach this point, but I want to make sure like when we do it, it feels good, it feels
Couple
right, it's
goals now.
natural, so on and so forth. And now,
Yeah.
now follow our fitness page.
Yeah, I like that.
And so I think it just depends. It depends on how much that situation has been communicated ahead of time, and so on and so forth. So
Sometimes when you jump from relationship to relationship, you want to. It's like you're like building the person, like you're trying to find things from your ex that you don't want them to
Exactly.
do, and things that your ex did that you expect them to do. So
Yeah.
no, I feel that 100%. So do y'all think it's like a time frame, or is there a time? Okay, is there a time frame that you feel like, okay, I know I'm feeling this girl, like I know I want her to be my girlfriend. Maybe not right now, but that's gonna be my girlfriend.
I mean that depends on the individual. I think I personally, because I'm for sure like I'm like you mentioned, like being relationship oriented. I think is the phrase you utilize.
Yes.
I think it's a little bit earlier for me just because I know like I'm very intentional about just people, and also just I was a communication major. I just love relationships and like the concept of like connecting with people, and so I know just what I'm looking for when I am introducing myself like from the jump.
Right.
And so I think I personally will know relatively early in comparison to most, but I don't think it should typically go beyond like if we're talking about like talking stages, like once you've been talking consistently and exclusively for like 3 months, you should know.
At that point, they don't want to be in a relationship.
That's what I'm saying. Like you should be like confident and be like, and then that's when those conversations can happen of like either we're gonna be a relationship right now or I want to do this, just not yet.
Right.
Zach.
Crickets over there.
This is a very near and dear topic to my heart, actually.
Oh yeah.
Getting deep now.
I'll say that my most successful relationship had an 8-month talking stage beforehand. Mm-hmm. And it's like I probably knew by month 5, just the way that the calendar worked out, and I knew that summer break was coming. I'm like, I'm not finna start something and then be 3 months in, but we really 1 day in, because as kids you don't see people over summer break, so it's just stupid to do it before that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'll probably say, if it's longer than 8 months, I'm probably not ever gonna do it.
When does the talking stage start though? Like, are y'all, once y'all start going out on dates, or is it maybe, I don't know, if you have sex before marriage, like once y'all become intimate, like when, like how do we know, or we have sat down and talked like, okay, like, hey, are we exclusive now? Then you started from there. Like, where do you start?
I think it's when you started going on dates. I feel like it takes a level of talking before you're even comfortable doing something in person.
Yeah,
because
some people don't
I
know
could be
each
crazy.
other beforehand. Some people do know each other beforehand, so.
Yeah, so I think it's
I usually count it from date 1
in public.
Day 1 is when, not like the first day I text you. I could be texting you for 5 months. But like once y'all
start going on dates, like, okay, like I want to continue to do this.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so day 1 is the starting point, and then I'll say probably 6 to 8 months from that. Then I know for sure. And the only reason that it take me so long is because 90% of the people I ask be saying that I'm just dating because I want to date. Like, I'm just dating to be in a relationship. Like, I ain't particularly looking for marriage, but I just want my own person to call mine. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's cool. But now for me to get to that point, that person has to be providing me something that I feel is like is 1 in a million. I can't get this anywhere else. If I feel like I could get this exact same thing 1,000 other places, I'm not going to just choose it just because you're you. I'm going to need incentive. I'm going to need some value. Some value to be added for that. And usually, depending on when wifey benefits are allowed or not, I might not ever be touching any of that. You might just be giving me oatmeal every day for the first 5 months. And then you finally kick it up and I'm like, okay, now I see the benefit of being here, so I'm going to lock in.
Yeah.
But that normally just take a while. People just be sitting there waiting and thinking that they just want to just get handed it, I guess.
But you know what? Speaking of things getting handed to you, don't you just love how beautifully we just handed you this wonderful episode? It didn't take too much.
Just put it in your
exactly.
Hand.
It didn't take too much for you to find this. You might have even stumbled on it on accident, and then
it might have just popped up on your phone after you subscribed.
Shoot, man. So this is just a quick reminder. Make sure you're engaging with this stuff. Well, actually, first and foremost, I know you're listening very close to Thanksgiving. Play this for your family, what I'm saying? I know it's going to be a couple hours before y'all eating, so why don't you just, link up to that speaker. It's a speaker somewhere in the house, so link up to that speaker and get this wonderful episode playing. But this has been a great episode. I do want to thank our guests once again. We do appreciate it. This was a really fun and interesting and engaging episode. So I'm sure a lot of people relate to a lot of the things that we were discussing today. So this is Benjamin signing out. I'm going to kick it to our guests. They can plug their socials and stuff in case you want to share some of your takes. If you want to enact some of the things that were discussed, feel free.
Free game given.
Exactly. But go for it.
Well, thanks for having us. This is Madison signing out too. You can still follow me on Instagram at MadisonLauren __.
Yes, it's definitely been a pleasure talking with you all. Just having a male and female perspective, kind of seeing how we differ within our age group. But again, my name is Raven and my Instagram is It's Raven Janae.
Z-Bree signing out. Hey, I had a blast today. I had a lot of relationship topics on my mind that I've been saving through the other episodes ever so strategically for this moment.
Ever so strategic.
But definitely follow us, share us on your things, play
Troy
us.
and John, if you want to jump in the camera real quick.
Slide in this thing. The boys here, they taking a day off. They deserve it, man.
Oh my God.
40 episodes deep, man. What's this episode? 42?
41
42,
or 42?
41 consecutive weeks. So
we're taking a break next week.
41.
Sorry, but we'll be back.
Do something for me. Hey, but tune in next week. Can't wait to have y'all. Well, the week after that, because we're taking a little hiatus, but we'll catch up with y'all after that.
Like, comment, and follow, y'all.
Hey, listen to her. She know what she's talking about.
Yeah.